Hello everyone and welcome back to Comcrafty. Today I am here with a new process video regarding our family ancestry album. And this video is about embellishing my side of the album. In the previous video I have decorated the front cover and this is how it turned out to be and I'm loving it. I hope you like it too. So in this video I will decorate with you my side of the album. I wanted it initially to contain both sides, both his and hers, but this one alone became around 15 minutes, so I thought it shouldn't become too long. So the back inner cover I have decorated first actually, and this is how they ended up looking. I'm loving it, both of them, but this is how my side looks. So there is a tuck spot there and there is a belly band, you could see, and there is that phone up there. I'm absolutely loving it, and I'm not sure if the camera catches the structure of the paper. It has a leathery structure and it's burgundy. Okay, so coming back to page 1, I won't put anything here. I won't embellish anything here. I'm still looking for something to put on the closure. Something like with a female profile, so that it's clear that this is her side of the page. I will embellish this album with ephemera pack, with sentiments and embellishments from the chipboard stickers sheet. And by the way, the collection is called Written Memories from Mintay Papers. So yes, I'm looking for something round with the head of a woman and a man to put on each side of those, on each closures, to make it obvious that this is my side and his side of the album. Okay, so on the front I won't put absolutely anything because it's small enough and busy enough already from my point of view. And here on the front panels, on the gatefold, I won't put anything either. And as we open, I will only put something in the bottom right corner of the middle page. And I decided for an envelope from the ephemera pack, and I'm making it into a tuck spot, corner spot. This is how whatever I will insert will look like. Of course it will be bigger, but because there needs, from my point of view, some contrast, I will put a small wax seal, which I love how it looks, and they go very well together, of course. So that's all I will do about this page. Now moving on to second page, there where the bow is, there it's really needed to add something because it's too free somehow. And here I'm showing you the choices I'm going through, and you will see in the end I will choose this green typing machine, which I think is from the ephemera pack. And I won't use it as a tuck spot. This will be just, you know, as a decoration, as an embellishment. And as you open the upper flap up, you will see that there is some extra space that needs to decorate. This surface will be lost for photos, but I don't care really. I thought it really needs to be all decorated, and I really love how it looks. And yeah, it's very, very nicely decorated. Okay, as we open the flaps, I will of course decorate the inside, the middle part, and again I will choose, here it seems I have chosen a tag, 3x3 tag, or 7.5 by 7.5 centimeters from the small pad. And again I used it as a tuck spot. On the inside of this flap I won't do anything, I will leave it as it is. And on the upper flap I will add something on the inside flaps, on the gatefolds, again as tuck spots. I will use, as you can see, an envelope and a bunch of letters. And this is how it looks when you add something in them, when you tuck something in them. I think it will look really lovely, and I love the contrast that they give against black, and the fact that they are very feminine and they match the paper in the middle. So yeah, I can't wait to start for us to start filling this album with photos. I'm very excited about it and nervous in the same time. So this is the front of the second page. Moving on to the back of the second page, this is very simple. I won't do anything more than adding a sentiment on the pocket here. Let's remember together, I think it says. Very nice. And yes, they do need to be, they do need extra double sticky tape because in time they tend to unstick from the surface. So I thought better safe than sorry. Now moving on to the third page, we have these flaps, which they will get 2 sentiments, one each, plus some embellishments. Because yeah, I thought that they need some embellishments as well, more for contrast than anything else. But yeah, I thought this collection has very nice patterns and they are rich enough that don't need too many embellishments from my point of view. And the album is pretty big already. It's 8 by 10, I think. So yes. Okay, so now the flaps, we open them up and I will put some embellishments here on the bottom. I will put this telephone, which, oh, it's so me. I'm loving it. And it's fussy cut from the ephemera sheet. You can see that it's shiny, which means it's been laminated. Okay, and I will do the same on this flap. I will add a bunch of letters, and then I will add a sentiment as well on top. The phone it hasn't been used as a tuck spot because you saw it's been fussy cut on the inside as well, so it didn't have much space. But this bunch of letters is a tuck spot as well, and it looks lovely, I think. Now in the bottom right corner in the middle, there is that bunch of books that it's on the table, and I will add another bunch of books from the ephemera sheet, laminated, and I will add it over as a tuck spot corner pocket if you want. And this is how it will look, whatever I will add in. Of course, it will be something bigger, probably a photo mat as big as the page or almost as big as the page. So now I should add a sentiment above the phone there. And I'm thinking that even if whatever photo I will put there, if I will put a photo, even if it covers half of the phone, the upper part, it still looks good. But I might not put anything else, anything at all, or something very small. It's a bit too early to think about that. But in the 80s, at least here in Romania, many photos were small. So we have pretty many small photos, like, I don't know, 4 by 7 or something like that. Okay, now I will put a sentiment in the middle, on top of the middle section. And yes, I have distressed the margins of all the sentiments I've added, and many of the embellishments as well. So yes, these are the 2 embellishments that I added on the front flaps for contrast, because I really thought it's needed. There was too much white and pink there. And I added 2 wax seals, which I think, you know, they are cute and delicate enough. Okay, and here we come to the last page, which is back of page 3. Here we have some leftovers, and what I will do is to decorate the insert. This pocket, the front of the pocket, just with a sentiment. Here I will add some tuck spot as well, back on the both on the back and on the front. And yes, I rounded the corners and I added it like this, horizontally, and this is how it will look. And I am thinking to do the same here with some with this specific embellishment, which is from the ephemera pack, no, not the pack, from the ephemera sheet, and it's laminated. You can see it's shiny, and it looks so good on this background. Okay, so then we have to put some embellishments too. Not embellishments, sorry, sentiments. So one will have to go here up on top, and I selected the light pink one because I thought it's a very nice contrast and match in the same time. And yes, there on the corner I thought I should add something as well. On the corner pocket, a tiny sentiment. It says Dear Diary, which is perfect for this album. And of course on the pocket itself I will have to, front of the pocket, I will have to put a sentiment as well. It's like I said, this collection, it's so well, very well thought, lovely designs, lovely proportions, and it doesn't require much. I don't know how much bigger the album should have been to actually require much more embellishing than this. So we are basically ready. We are now going through and see how it looks. Like I said, on the front page I didn't add absolutely anything. On the back of first page I've added only one tuck spot in the middle, and this is how it looks, and I embellished it with a wax seal because it's an envelope and it looks very, very good. Then here on the second page I've added on the bottom flap, I decorated nicely with a typing machine, the green typing machine, a sentiment, written memories, and a fountain pen, all with green to match. And here I noticed that I missed to put in the middle section, I missed to put a sentiment, but I will get back to that. On the front flaps there, on the back of the flaps, sorry, I put some tuck spots as well, matching very nice the middle paper and contrasting very nice with the black background. And here in the middle section I put a tag spot, again a tag from the small collection. It's a 7.5 by 7.5, but as I'm going through now, since I'm at this stage, I will put a sentiment on top as well, just to make sure I don't forget it later. And by the way, you see this is another cardboard sticker sheet. It's from the Homemade collection. It's one of their earlier collection, one of the oldest, and I only took the cardboard sticker sheet because I thought the messages match a lot to this album, and I didn't take any paper, but the messages and the colors matched the idea of this album. Okay, we go on the back, and here I remember already, I only covered put a sentiment on the pocket. Here I put some sentiments on top and bottom, and then two wax seals in the corners for contrast and nothing else. Here I put the lovely phone and the sentiment on the upper flap, and a bunch of letters and another sentiment on the lower flap, and a bunch of books, a bundle of books as a tuck spot in the middle. And this is how it will look. I can't wait to fill this album, like I said, with photos. And yeah, it's too cool. It looks too cool, this. And right now I remember that in the beginning of the year, or end of last year, I had a plan to make a family album, but with two collections that I had from last year's, which I thought were very, very good, very suited. And I will get back to that. This is how the page 3 looks. Back of the page 3, you can see it's basically all over the album. It's just a sentiment and a tuck spot per page. That's the basic idea, because I thought it doesn't need any more if you want to leave space for photos and everything else. So this is how it looks. I still have to get back to this booklet, which will be with the family tree, but I haven't got to it. So yes, and that you know already how the back inner cover looks like. This is how it looks when you insert something under the belly band and into the tuck spot. Yes, the collections that I was intending to use with this album were two of their older ones, Old Manor and Life Stories, I think. Yes, a lovely collection. But yeah, anyway, that's it. Thank you so much. See you soon.